Hi everyone, it's Pake here, and today I'm bringing you a beginner's guide for Where Winds Meet. This guide will focus on character development since it's a very complex topic, and the game itself is quite complex, so I'll be making more guides in the future. I invite you to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss them out when they're released. Let's get started with this character development guide. As in any other RPG, defeating enemies or completing quests will earn us experience and level us up. As you can see, I'm currently level 41, however what's different in Where Winds Meet is that there are level caps roughly every 10 levels. For example, once I reach level 10, I won't be able to progress any further because my level will be capped. To remove this cap, I need to come over here where it says Solo Mode, select it and complete a simple quest that involves defeating a few easy enemies. Once that's done, the cap is lifted and I can continue leveling up. This process repeats roughly every 10 levels, so at level 20 I'll have to do it again, at level 30 again, and so on. By the way, every time you unlock one of these level caps, your world level will also increase. This means that enemies in the open world will become tougher, but they'll also drop better rewards to help you upgrade your gear. Let's talk about equipment. We'll go here to our pack, and as you can see, we have 10 different types of accessories. 4 offensive, 4 defensive, and 2 related to the bow. Let's start with bow accessories, since they're the easiest to understand. Your bow essentially determines how much damage your shots deal, while the ring provides specific buffs related to our bow damage or special effects. Our defensive equipment consists of 4 slots: helmet, chest piece, bracers, and boots. All of them provide the same basic stats, HP and physical defense. Every piece of equipment also has a mastery level, which indicates its overall quality. The higher the mastery, the better the stats. There are also armor sets. Equipping 2 or 4 pieces of the same set grants special sets bonuses. However, bow-related equipment doesn't have set bonuses. Offensive equipment, on the other hand, does, but these bonuses are completely separate from the defensive set bonuses. In other words, the 4 defensive pieces, helmet, chest, bracers and boots, can give you 1 set bonus, while the other 4 offensive pieces, 2 weapons and 2 accessories, can give you a completely different one. These 2 types of set bonuses do not mix, each category works independently. Our offensive equipment also has 4 slots, 2 weapons and 2 accessories. These accessories are the disc and the pendant. And unlike armor, they affect our offensive stats. Specifically, the disc increases our minimum attack damage, while the pendant increases our maximum attack damage. Every weapon, like these dual blades, has both a minimum and maximum damage range. For example, these blades go from 14 to 31 damage. The disc and pendant directly modify these values. When it comes to weapons, this game offers several different types. For example, right now I'm using the Infernal Twin Blades and the Nameless Sword. There are many other weapon types like the Stormbreaker Spear, the Panacea Fan or the Strategic Sword. Each weapon type has its own unique moveset. For instance, the Stormbreaker Spear plays completely different to the Nameless Sword. However, something that can be confusing is that the Strategic Sword is actually a completely different type of weapon from the Nameless Sword, even though both are one-handed swords. In fact, the Nameless Sword and the Strategic Sword are about as similar as the Nameless Sword to the Stormbreaker Spear. At the start of the game, you'll only have access to the Nameless Sword and the Nameless Spear, but as you progress, you'll unlock the rest of the weapon types. When choosing my equipment, I usually go for the pieces with the best stats or highest mastery level, although sometimes I prioritize certain set bonuses. In any case, I can't directly upgrade specific weapons or armor pieces. What I can upgrade are the equipment slots themselves. For example, if I go to Develop, then Gear, and scroll down to Enhance, I can upgrade different equipment slots. Let's say I choose to enhance my helmets. This won't just improve the stats of the specific helmet I'm wearing right now, but all of the helmets that I can equip at any time. In other words, it's an upgrade to helmets as a whole, not a single item. I can upgrade these slots by pressing square. However, as you can see, I currently don't have the force needed to upgrade the helmet slot. If I move to the right, you'll see that I need certain materials for this upgrade. To upgrade armor slots, I usually need jades, which can be obtained by completing certain quests or progressing naturally through the game, and I also need coins, which you'll easily collect as you advance. On top of that, armor upgrades often require items dropped by animals, in this case force. If I click on the specific item, the game will show me where I can obtain it. For example, here it says that I can gain this force from a giant elk. Selecting it will highlight on the world map where these elks are located, so I can hunt them and obtain the force I need. Once I hunt the elk and get its hide, I can complete the upgrade, but to upgrade it again I need 5 more furs, meaning I'd have to go out of my way to get them. Always try to keep these equipment slots upgraded to the maximum, because the bonuses are well worth it and they're usually very easy to improve, especially if the only thing you're missing are animal drops, which are plentiful and easy to obtain as you explore. On top of that, I can also upgrade specific weapon types. For example, right now I'm using my Infernal Twin Blades and Nameless Sword. Both are level 41, matching my current character level, because weapons can't be upgraded beyond your own level. As I level up, I can upgrade my weapons in parallel so they stay at the same level as my character. However, once I reach level 50, I'll hit a character level cap. I'll need to complete a quest to unlock it and progress beyond level 50, but my weapons will still be capped at level 50, and to go past that, I'll need specific materials to unlock the next tier. For example, as you can see, my Stormbreaker Spear is currently level 28, since my character is level 41, I can upgrade it further. I'll first bring it up to level 30, but at that point I will hit a weapon level cap and will need certain materials to unlock the next tier. In this case I need Wolframite Lock, which I can click on to see exactly where to obtain it. These kinds of items for weapon upgrades are usually dropped by mobs like bandits or similar enemies. I also need a special item called Stone Split Might Tips. These are rarer and usually obtained by completing quest fights, fighting repeatable bosses or similar activities. You can also click on them in game to see their sources. However, here's a tip: you can get these items from the activity shop. In this shop you can also buy jades for armor upgrades as well as the tickets needed for your weapon upgrades. The currency needed for this shop is this kind of fish-like, and I have currently 14k, and it's very easy to earn as you play. Just keep in mind that these upgrade materials are weekly limited, so make sure to buy them regularly to make upgrading your armor and weapons much easier. If you buy this chest containing upgrade tickets, you'll need to go to your pack to open them. From there you can choose which type of tickets you want to select. In this case we need the Stone Split Might tickets, so we'll select those. Now I can go back to the weapon upgrade menu and use them to upgrade my Stormbreaker Spear, breaking its level 30 cap. One last detail is that weapons can have extra bonuses. For example, this weapon over here, in purple, you can see I have a bonus that gives us 40 extra XP. By selecting the specific weapon and pressing square, I will go to a menu where I can give it another random passive effect by using certain materials. I wouldn't bother with this early game, but late game it can be quite useful. Let's talk now about talents. If you go to develop and then to the talents tab, you'll see we have 3 different talent types: basic, arena and boss. Arena talents are obtained by playing PvP arena modes, and boss talents are obtained by fighting PvE bosses. Each of these is only useful in its respective modes. Since this is a beginner's guide, we won't go deep into them. Basic talents, however, are useful throughout your entire adventure. You earn points for this by gaining talent XP, which you get from completing quests, defeating enemies and similar activities. These talents improve your character by giving you very important bonuses such as new exploration abilities, special skills or attacks, unlocking mystic arts, or increasing your mystic art slots, among other benefits. Let's talk now about internal arts. If you go to develop and scroll down, you'll find the internal arts menu. We have 4 slots for them and they work like passive abilities. For example, this one over here heals me when I'm at low HP, and this one over here increases the power of my charge attacks with the Nameless Sword, which is the weapon I'm currently using. I've already unlocked a few of them, but many of them are still locked. To unlock an internal art, I need to find and read a book that will teach me the technique. If I select an internal art I'm interested in, I'll get a clue about where to find its book. Selecting it again will show me an approximate zone of the map where I can find it. Maybe I can get it from a chest, by talking to an NPC, by completing a quest. If I select one of the internal arts I already know, I can access a page to further upgrade it, and this requires specific items, shown here, and clicking on them will tell me where I can find them. A great way to obtain these items is through the activity shop I mentioned earlier. Let's talk now about mystic arts. These are active skills that can be used in combat, exploration and other situations. Just like before, I've unlocked some, but others are still locked. If I want to know where to find one, I can click on it to get a clue about its location, but unfortunately this time the game won't show me the exact spot to find it on the map. The 4 mystic arts at the top are especially important because they can also be used to solve puzzles. In general, you will find this simply by progressing through the main story. As you can see, I have 8 slots to equip mystic arts, and some mystic arts can be unlocked through the talent tree, and in the talent tree I can also unlock additional mystic art slots. If you look at the top of the page, you'll also see general and movement mystic arts. These include abilities related to movement and exploration. If you ever forget how one of them works, you can check its details here, and just like before, clicking on a locked mystic arts show you where to obtain it. By the way, on this page over here, there's a quick enhance option. If I press square, it will automatically upgrade all items or arts that can be enhanced as long as I have the required materials. This saves me time from having to check individually every time. However, I still recommend that you always review your gear, mystic arts and other items individually. This way you can see exactly which materials you are missing to upgrade them further, making it easier to farm what you need. Always keep an eye on the upgrades you can complete quickly, because this is one of the fastest ways to boost your power. There's a lot more to cover about this complex game, but I'll save that for other guides, for example my upcoming exploration guide. If you're interested in that content, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.